We got catfish. Just got back from Florida with Destin bow fishing, and we went out and we got a gator.
But before we went after the gator, we put some brim on some hooks.
Oh! Look at that guy, huh? Yeet him into the boat.
There we go. Fish number 2.
There we go. Oh.
There we go.
Hey, he's the smaller of the 3. Not too shabby. We're gonna make some delicious catfish. There were some ice crystals when I was looking at this, then it came out of the freezer because I kind of froze it really quickly, and I think I left too much moisture in there. I didn't get the air out. So instead of just making a blackened catfish or a fried catfish and having it be pretty decent, slightly mediocre, if that freezer burn comes through, I thought we could do something that completely erased this, make some catfish curry. I'm Zachary Fowler, you're watching the Catch and Cook Kitchen. Let's make something delicious with this catfish. So this is all from one catfish. That's the bellies, and that's the regular fillets off of them. A catfish has a lot of meat on it. It's pretty amazing. We'll set those to the side for the second. So for our curry, we're gonna make 2 different things. We got a marinade for our fish, and we're gonna sear it in the marinade. And then we'll have our curry, which we're gonna make in a pan separate, that we will combine the 2 after the curry is done and been blended and put the 2 together. We got some beautiful homemade pitas all prepped and ready to go into the pizza oven so that we can put the whole thing together with the pita, the rice, which we've got in the rice cooker over there right now, and then our curry and catfish on top to make this beautiful combination. To start with, we'll take our extra large bowl, about a cup of yogurt. We don't really measure much. Turmeric and some ginger, cloves of garlic, and a little bit of lemon zest. Salt, a teaspoon pepper, a bit of olive oil, a teaspoon of chili powder. You got curry powder, grandma's masala. I think it's actually pronounced garma masala. I just see it whenever I look at it, I see grandma's masala. Cayenne pepper. Now, dice up our fish and get it in there. I'm gonna go with some good sized chunks. I love catfish, and I'm so stoked that I got to get down there and catch these things, and they were a fairly easy catch. Going with a big, about 3/4 inch size cubes. We will blacken 1 piece with a little bit of Ace's Cajun. Ace's First Cast seasoning has a Cajun-y flavor. What I learned from Dan is you can cook your fish till it's done. When the catfish, it's still a little bit touch stringy. It cooked to the point where it's soft and flaky like regular fish. You cook it a little bit beyond the beyond that like chickeny state of it. We'll do 2 pieces in the blackening, right like that, and the rest of it we will cube up and do in the curry because there's going to be a lot of it, and that'll be great. We're just going to get in there. We want to work all that into the fish. The smells just coming to life out of this right now. Amazing. We'll let that sit for 15. Sear that and cook that up. We'll just give this a hefty dose of the Ace's First Cast seasoning. There we go. Now those are ready to go. We'll set them to the side for now. And now for our stuff for the sauce. First we'll prep up our stuff so that we don't have to be doing this as we go. Some nice red pepper. Look at the colors on that thing. Cube these up. Now we're not worrying too much because our curry sauce is gonna get blended. So we're not going crazy on the cut up. I'm gonna pull the seeds out of this. I want to keep this kind of mild. I don't want to make it too hot, so my company is once again thrown off by the flavors, but we do want a little bit of heat because that's an important flavor profile. I think that's part of curry and to be expected. I've managed that a couple times. My daughter hates hot stuff, but when I've managed to do it right, when she's like, she goes back for seconds, then I know I did a good job. And now we just gotta get our induction and let's start cooking. It's not down here. You're gonna have to get it from the stealth camper. I can't do it like Mr. Bean. That was pathetic.
You're willing to take responsibility for his actions? Well, you're a braver man than me.
Yeah, there we go. Got that from our secret staircase down to the stealth camper. Let's cook. Bit of olive oil. Our peppers goes in there. Get those in there. Add the garlic. Add the tomatoes. Keep it at medium high, and we'll cover that for a little bit and let that simmer down. and fire up the pizza oven for those homemade pitas. It might be okay. We'll crack the windows. Don't try this at home, boys and girls. It's not meant for in here. We don't have an exhaust fan outside of, well, the windows. Tomatoes are now soft and everything is cooking down. That looks good. We're ready to throw in our other ingredients. Got some lemon zest. We got our turmeric. Finish the rest of that into there. Trying to get every last drop without getting my fingers added to it. Good healthy dose of ginger. And for the spices, salt, pepper. Almost the same amount as we had for the marinade basically. We're gonna go with another teaspoon of grandma's masala, teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of curry. Oh, that's smelling so good. And then we'll add a whole thing of coconut milk here. Instead of coconut, you could also go with a tomato paste and some heavy cream and get a different result. I like the coconutty flavor. I thought this time we'd try a coconut one. I think it's gonna go great with the coconut. Now that I say that, I'm hoping I don't regret it. All right, we'll let that simmer down for a little bit before we blend it. 593 in the middle. 650, 665 at the back. That should be good. Let's give these little fellas a try. They've had all the time they need. And there goes, there goes. It's puffing. Oh, it puffed. Oh, let's see. I think that was actually pretty darn good. Frisbeed it right in there. Ooh, yeah. I lost all my proper implements for this. I don't know. Just got the grill spatula to go with. Oh yeah. Now there's a fluffy pita.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Boom! Come on, precious. Puff up for daddy. This just got awkward. Sorry, guys. Oh, yes. Another beautiful one. There we go. Poof, poof. Soft and juicy. I'll cover those up so they stay warm. We did it, and we didn't burn down the house. All right, we'll give her a taste at this point, see where it's at, or if it's ready for the blend. More salt, more pepper. Time to sear up our catfish. We'll put on our super burner. That's as low as it goes. I'm not. That's ridiculous. Ah, flames everywhere, flames. I guess I'm using sunflower oil. All right, here we go. Hope this doesn't turn out to be a bad idea to do all of it at once. Ridiculous flames, but so far so good. That is spot on. Is it fitting? Am I missing on the other side?
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm missing a little on this side. Not too bad though. Ay, chihuahua. All right, blend it. There we go. We don't want to go too far so it falls all apart on it. It is fish, not chicken. So if you just keep cooking it, you'll just end up with a slur, a fish goo. And we don't want that. We want structure, we want flavor, we want explosions of different things happening and amazingness. We're gonna strain the whole thing, get anything out of there that we don't want in there. That will give us that super duper creamy, perfect, just 110% on our curry. And just like how my grandma used to scrape every last drop out of my yogurt before I was allowed to throw it away and spoon fed it to me to make sure I didn't waste any of it. There we go, we got every last drop out of there. She wouldn't let me throw that away. And I'm sure if she was here, but she's no longer with us. She gave me too much candy anyways. I got cavities because of her, so. Let's try a piece of our fish before we put it in there. It's done. That's so good. We're just keeping it in there and keep it warm. It's perfect. The fish is super tender. It still has structure, but it's like, it just falls apart in your mouth. That's gonna be good. Wait till it wants to release. Nice blackening. I'm gonna switch places. That's just a bit too much. Good thing we don't have a smoke alarm in here that works. There is supposed to be a smoke alarm in here. It doesn't, apparently it doesn't work. Finish the blackening. Put our piece of blackened on there. Set that one to the side. What a beautiful rice. We got our pita. Oh, rice on it. Get back on there. A couple pieces of catfish. That is amazing. All right, Lord, thank you for the fish. Thank you for the catch and adventure. In Jesus' name, amen. First, we'll take a little bite of the blackened one and see if, oh, maybe it didn't go as long as no, she's coming apart. So we got our blackened one. Looks pretty good. Yummy. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Dan did a much better job with his. I don't know if the difference is how good of a job Dan did when he made one for me when I was down there, or if it's really juicy. I do feel like there's a slight texture difference. I'm wondering if that is that like slight freezer burnish I was worried about. I need to do a better job of. When I do my meat for travel, I fillet it all up, and then I end up rinsing it off because I had done a guillo taco of this fish, and so I think I put a little bit more water on the outside of it, so the bag was very crystally looking, like I showed you there at the beginning. I was a little worried it was going to taste freezer burn, but that is amazing. Super delicious. Let's see if we continue that flavoring on through to the homemade pita bread one here. That is so good. It's so perfect. It's not too hot, not too spicy, so everybody should be, like I was hoping for, you know, just enjoying it and not overheated. If I ever want to quit my day job doing YouTube, I'm gonna open up a food cart. We'll call it the Catch and Cook food cart. Just better with every bite. I could live on that. Have you got some catfish? Might want to give this a try. The recipe is very forgiving. I didn't hardly measure a thing. I think I measured the rice for making the rice. That's kind of important. You get that wrong, you get gooey rice, and it does get a lot in your beard. So be warned, beard people. Might want to trim up before you make some of this for your own cleanup sake, or just have a lot of paper towels and wet naps at hand. It's worth it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. We'll do that gator from the trip. I think I'm gonna do like a jerked gator meat, as well as some more catfish and stuff like that. They say that if you can't catch a catfish, man, go catch yourself some chicken from the grocery store and do this. Amazing. So good. I got a lot of delicious stuff to come. So, see you later. Fowler out.
He's a genius, huh?
That's what they tell me.